Reporting live, Talk Guy here. I'm at the Hogback Parking in Shenandoah National Park, Virginia. I have a quick overnight trip tonight. I got my sister with me, Meredith. It's one of my big sisters, and we're gonna do the Beecher overall run trail, which is about 12 and a half miles, I believe. So it's about 11:30 now, so we got some miles to get under us today. Hoping to enjoy the day, just spend time with my sister and show her the park, get her into my element, and show her around. So what are your expectations for today?
Not to die, not to be eaten by bears or bit by rattlesnakes.
Beautiful day. It's in the high 70s right now. Still early, it's not quite noon yet, so should peak up into the mid 80s, but tonight should be real nice, real pleasant evening. So my sister's pack weighs less than 24 pounds right now, which I think is great for a first timer going out there. First time I went out, I had well over 30 pounds, probably close to 35 pounds. And a bunch of stuff, but I also didn't do a lot of research on my own. She's been doing research and she talks to me about it, and she puts stuff in it, feels it, and then kind of looks at it and sees what she can take out. So she did good. It's not too heavy for her. She insists on carrying everything herself, which is good because I don't really feel like carrying it anyway.
If you can't carry it, you can't bring it.
Yep, there you go. She knows what she's talking about. All right, well, just finished some lunch. I had some tuna. Always love the tuna. Threw some goldfish in there too. Had some goldfish and made myself some little coffee here, which is pretty good. Just cold, but I just wanted the caffeine. She had some tuna too, and she brought some black truffle almonds, which were really good. So I think she got those on Amazon. The trail's been great so far. Haven't seen anybody. We just saw 2 people while we ate since we got on Beecher Ridge Trail, which is good because before that we saw like 30 people. And it's a little congested for us. We kind of like the silence. And so far it's been good, just been nice and relaxing. A little muggy today. Besides that, can't beat it. All right, got to this nice stream, so I'm gonna fill up on water using the Sawyer 0.1 like I normally do. Sister's over there, she used the life straw, so she's using that setup right now. She seems to like it, it's working for her. I was explaining to her how you never want to pass up water, no matter what the map tells you. If there's water in the near future, don't trust it. Just always get it when you can, fill up, top off. You don't want to be in a situation where you don't have water and you need it, or you don't have water and you want it. It's a lot easier to maintain your hydration level than it is to let it deplete and then try to play catch up with it. Especially when it's muggy like today and you're just constantly sweating. Every time I see one of these, I'm probably going to be topping off and drinking as much as I possibly can. All right, still hiking along, making great time so far. A lot of water to our right. We did this trail clockwise. In case you're wondering, this is the overall Beecher Ridge Trail done clockwise from Hogback Parking. So a lot of water to our right, plenty of sources to fill up, some swimming holes, some deep water, some kids doing cannonballs and stuff in it. It's that deep, so it's pretty cool. Just trying to make sure we drink enough water today. Sweat's not like evaporating or anything. It's kind of sticking to our skin with the humidity. It feels like, you know, I've been in a bath. I got the prune fingers and everything. So try to eat some salt, drink a lot of water, and make sure we're nice and fresh for tomorrow. Because we've been going downhill most of the day today, that means tomorrow's going to be mostly up. So we'll fight that battle when we get there. Right now, I just want to make sure we're in the best shape we can be when we get to that point. Especially the rookie over here. Because as you know, if the rookie doesn't have a good time or they die, they won't come back with you again. So got to make sure they have fun. All right, taking another little break, eating this peanut butter sandwich I completely forgot about, so thank you, Pink Eye. It's about 5 to 4 right now, and we've been making phenomenal time, so really just kind of want to cruise into a campsite and continue to take it easy, because at this point we've already set ourselves up for a shorter day tomorrow. I know there's a lot of elevation out of here, but mileage-wise it's going to be less. So find a campsite, relax. I kind of want to stop sweating a little bit. I haven't stopped sweating yet since I threw the pack on, but how you doing?
Doing good. Shout out to George and Timmy and Peter at home. Hope you guys are having fun. I got some more trail mix for you when we get home.
Okay. You know it's not live, right?
I know, but they'll hear it.
So we just checked the map and we were right. We did about 7.7 miles already today. So we're both pretty happy with that. We're gonna stick to the plan. Cruise in one of these campsites if we can find one. There's a few pre-established backcountry sites. I'd like to take one of those to minimize the impact that we have to create. But if we can't, we'll have to get creative. But it's early enough. It's a little after 4. We should be able to find something. Taking a brief break during this climb, and I think she's getting a taste of climbing up a mountain is like. Let's see how she's doing over here.
I'm definitely hurting a little bit. Well, we hiked almost 8 miles before we got to the switchbacks. And I'm having to stop frequently. But we're doing it. We'll get there. We'll get to the top.
Starting to rain now. Didn't know it was supposed to, but I think it might just be one of those passing summer showers. So if it continues for a couple more minutes, throw the pack cover on just to stay safe. I think it will pass. I've said that before. All right, had some nice showers. Put my pack cover on. Took a little break. Ready to get back at it. Still climbing. The rain really cooled things down. Knocked some of the humidity away. It's not so bad now. What'd you think of your first vista?
Definitely made the switchback worth it. Slow going for a while there. Wasn't sure I was going to make it, but Hawkeye was patient and kept encouraging me on. So pretty much at the top now, and it's just a beautiful overlook here.
So we made it back to Matthew's arm. I think my sister's still alive.
Alive.
She's alive. She made it up. She never thought she was gonna make it at one point, but here she is. Anyway, so Matthew's arm, we got about 2.3 miles left to the AT, which means about 3 miles left to the vehicle. So we got 3 miles to find a campsite. So we're playing that game where I hiked farther than I thought I was going to and try to find a campsite before we get back to the car. And that's a game, as you know, I'm probably pretty familiar with. So hopefully we can find something. Otherwise, push back to the car and I could say we did one hell of a day hike, which would be pretty cool too.
We saw some really great campsites, but that was around 3 this afternoon. That was like mile 5 or 6. We were not ready to stop. And now we're less than 3 miles from the car. We really haven't seen anything good, so I think we're going to try to press on to the car unless we find the most remarkable campsite in the world. Hawkeye is not pushing me. This is my decision. I'm like a horse to the barn right now. And it's been a good hike, but it's flattened out a bit. There's just a small bit of elevation, so I think we can do it. And I'm going to try unless we find, like I said, a really awesome campsite.
Yeah, I have to say I agree with her decision. I'd do it anyway if I didn't agree, just because she's kind of my guest out here. But like she said, miles 5, 6, and 7, excellent campsites, close to water, very cool sites, kind of nestled away from the trail. And then we just weren't ready to stop at 4 p.m. when it doesn't get dark until like 8:30. So we kind of pushed on too far, and if you've watched any of my videos, you know I've done that in the past. It's something I gotta, you know, get a hold of, because it's starting to ruin some backpacking trips. Still have great hiking trips out of them, but the overnight experience is definitely something good, and it's definitely something I want her to experience sooner or later, and I'm sure we will. She had a good day so far, and I think she's got a little bit by the bug, and she has a lot of gear right now, so hopefully I'll be able to get her out a couple times a year. We'll see. But like she said, unless we can find the perfect campsite, I think we'll be heading back to the car. So she's a little ways behind me. She's keeping up, she's doing good. She smoked. I know she said she wanted to get back to the car and everything. What we should have done is camp out around mile 5 or 6. So I wouldn't even go as far as saying that this trail was too hard, but 12 miles on her first time out was probably too much. So I should have forced that stop around mile 5 or mile 6. And even though it was like 3 or 4 p.m., just still should have done that. She would have went into the second day, which was the big climbs. She would have been fresh, and I think she would have had a better experience. So she's doing all right. Taking frequent breaks and drinking a lot of water. But I still would say that this trail was a good trail to pick. I just would have forced that mile 5 or 6 camp out. So we made it back to the parking lot. We're gonna sum it up for you real quick.
It was tough, I'm not gonna lie. 11.6 miles for my first hike out with some steep inclines was difficult, but we did it, and it was a very beautiful trail, and I'm glad that we came, but I am wiped out right now.
Great day hike. Didn't turn out the way we expected, but hardly ever does, right? Thanks for joining me. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. Find me on Facebook and Instagram, and as always, you heard it here first.